you just go from game to game to game to game, knowing that you have to win every game. But yeah, we have a good group. We have a group who knows how to win things. So yeah, we know these weeks are going to be so vital and important, and we're going to do everything to make sure we win.
Nathan, thank you so much for talking to us. What a week it's been for everyone here at Manchester City. How would you sum up the last few days?
Yeah, I think overall it's been okay. Obviously, with the last result, yeah, we wanted to go through to the final, so that's the only thing. But I think it's been a very busy week. You know, traveling to Madrid, straight to London, a lot of games. But yeah, that's what we love to do. So can't complain.
Would you say it's been maybe the biggest week of your career so far in terms of the importance of these matches?
Yeah, probably, and also probably the weeks to come. I think still they're going to be very, very important, every one of them. So yeah, you could say that's probably one of the biggest weeks of my career for sure.
What is it like as a player going from massive game to massive game, barely time to take it all in? How do you make sure that you're mentally and physically prepared?
Yeah, it's quite simple, to be fair, because you know every game is massive and you just have to focus every game the same. And because they are massive, you do that automatically anyway. So you just go from game to game to game to game, knowing that you have to win every game. But yeah, we have a good group. We have a group who knows how to win things. So yeah, we know these weeks are going to be so vital and important, and we're going to do everything to make sure we win.
You played all 90 minutes of the FA Cup semi. What did you make of it, and how disappointed were all of you?
Very disappointed. I think the first half an hour or so was not good enough. I think everyone was too sloppy on the ball. Without the ball, we didn't get any pressure on the ball. Yeah, and then against Liverpool, you know, they're a very good team. So yeah, before you know it, you're 3-0 down, and in the second half, it's going to be a tough task. But I think the way we came out, yeah, we should be proud of that. I think we didn't give up, and we came there with the idea to make sure we come away with something. We tried, we gave everything. We scored 2 goals, and we had a few chances to even draw. But yeah, in the second half we can be proud how we played, but in the first half wasn't good enough.
We all feel so lucky to be able to watch this incredible City-Liverpool rivalry. As players, do you feel lucky to be a part of it?
Yeah, no, you enjoy it 100%. I think, as you said, the way Liverpool is playing at the moment and we are playing at the moment, I think it's just an enjoyment. And yeah, as you said, I'm happy to be part of it, and we just have to make sure we get trophies for it, because yeah, up to now it's been a very good season, but you still don't have any trophies, so you have to make sure you finish the season off well and yeah, start again next season.
It looks like the title race could go right down to the wire. What would you say the most important moment in this title race has been so far this season?
It's difficult to say. There's been so many matches, so many moments. Yeah, obviously the last game was massive against Liverpool at home. You could just feel the tension from everywhere, and yeah, obviously all the press and stuff around it as well. It was a massive game, so that was very important to make sure yeah, we don't go behind. We wanted to win, obviously, but yeah, to make sure we're still 100% in this race, and yeah, we are. But there's been so many vital moments in this season.
It could be a very good season. Champions League winners, Premier League winners, obviously that's the objective, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%. We're going for that. But yeah, still so many games to play now. And as I said before, like every game now is vital, and we just have to see it game by game and then go from there.
Let's go back to August 2020 when you first arrived here at Manchester City. How did you find it settling into Manchester? How big a change was it? Obviously you went from a small seaside town to a big city and a massive club.
Yeah, not a massive change in terms of city and stuff, because obviously I've lived in London and stuff before, so that wasn't the biggest change. I think it was a little bit strange because of all the COVID stuff, but yeah, the difference in size obviously is big. Bournemouth is a relative smaller club, and yeah, this is a different kind of size, and yeah, I was getting used to, for sure. But yeah, I really enjoyed it from the start.
You've said before that Bournemouth was like your family. Did it feel like you were leaving family members behind in a way?
Yeah, for sure. I had a very good time there, you know. From the moment I came there, I enjoyed it straight away. Maybe the first few months I didn't even play, but then after started to play, started to enjoy it. The life outside of football there is good as well. Very chilled, very relaxed. So yeah, it's always tough to leave places like that.
You played a handful of games in your first season. I know you were unlucky with injuries, but Premier League winners, you won the League Cup. Did you feel like those trophies justified your decision to move to Manchester City?
Yeah, for sure. Even though, as you said, it wasn't my best season personally. Yeah, I was still around the team, playing so well, fighting for titles every time, and that's what you want to do as a player. So yeah, for sure, that justified it straight away. And I just knew the second season had to go better, and so far it's been good. But yeah, as I said before, we still haven't won anything, so we have to make sure we do it again.
There was one stage at Bournemouth where you played every single minute of 91 straight games. Is it difficult adjusting to not playing as much? Do you have to sort of adapt?
Yeah, I think the first season, obviously, there's much more rotation because there's so many more games here. So that sometimes, I think at the start you have to get used to that, because maybe sometimes you're a little bit out of the rhythm, then you have to start again, and then, you know, it's different than just knowing maybe you're gonna play most of the games. But yeah, you have to get used to that, and here it's more like every position there's a top player, so rotation is important. There's so many games, so you just have to make sure you're ready every game for yourself.
It was a difficult beginning this season as well. You started the Community Shield, lost that 1-0, then lost to Spurs 1-0. You started that game as well. Things obviously going very well for you now, but was there ever a moment when you thought, was this the right decision, or not at all?
No. Obviously, it wasn't, as you said, it wasn't the best start. Yeah, with mistakes and stuff like that. It was tough. It was tough to take. But I knew from the inside I've had many moments like this. A lot of clubs where I went to in the first months or first year, I had to get used to it. Even at Bournemouth, the first 3-4 months or something, I wasn't playing. And I always had to fight for my chance. I have to fight for moments where you can change it around. And I always said to my family and stuff, maybe at the moment it's not going well, but I'm gonna keep fighting, keep giving everything till the moment comes, and maybe you can change it around. And that happened later in the season. But yeah, I had to wait for it a little while, and yeah, just kept working hard, kept training, kept trying to improve with the manager, and he was always good to me, to be fair, to make sure I kept improving, and yeah, I feel I did.
Do you feel like you already had a big club mentality before you arrived here at Manchester City, or has your mentality changed in recent years?
No, I think because, to be fair, always, even when I was in the youth at Feyenoord, over there you were used to winning games. In the national team and the younger teams you were used to winning games and trophies and stuff. And yeah, then I went to Chelsea, and over there it's not different. You have to make sure you win games and you win titles. So I always kept that mentality, always trying to win games and stuff. So that was not the biggest change.
You mentioned Chelsea, so let's go back to your Chelsea days. You joined there at 16 years old. Your brother came with you. Can you talk us through that time for you? What was it like?
Yeah, it was a great time, to be fair. I left when I was 16. My parents stayed, but my brother wanted to support me, so he came with me, and he started to work there, and he lived somewhere else. And every weekend, I was in Dix, and every weekend I could go over to him and enjoy my time with him. So I felt I had someone still in England whilst I was so young, and I will always be grateful for that, because he left his things behind to help me. But for my parents it was extra difficult, because the two boys left their house, so it wasn't easy for them, but it helped me massively.
Is it true your brother worked in the Megastore as well?
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Did he give you a discount?
No. No, he was working there for a little bit, but then after he knew it wasn't for him, and he started to do business school and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for that.
I'm sure there are some games that will always stick in your mind. What do you remember of your Premier League debut, Boxing Day 2012?
Yeah, I remember it being a surprise, to be fair, because I think there was a game 2 weeks before, and I was on the bench as well, and we were winning 8-0 or 8-1 or something. I don't know against who again. And and I didn't get on. So I thought, okay, no problem. I'm still 17. But then, 2 weeks after Boxing Day, we were only 1-0 up against Norwich away. And it was like 4 minutes left. And then I was just on the bench relaxing, and then the manager said, "Oh, Nathan, you have to come on." Yeah, just because it's 3 minutes left, you're not gonna play anymore.
Boots were off.
Yeah, almost, No, I was young. I thought, if I don't play with the 8-0, I'm not gonna come on here. And then suddenly he turned around and I had to come on, and it was like 3 minutes left. So suddenly my heart started to go, and I thought, if imagine I do something now, we drew or something. But in the end, it was okay.
What do you remember about your first touch that day? You thought I wasn't going to ask you. I'm sorry. I was told to.
No. It was because we had a throw in, and I remember Ashley Cole waiting for anyone to move, and I was in midfield back in the day. So I knew I had to come for the ball, so I came for the ball, and he threw it on my right foot. So I touched it out of play, and the fans were going, because they had the long thrower and they put the long ball in the box, and I thought, imagine they score now, then it's game over for me. But in the end, we survived.
A moment to forget. It was only going to get better from there.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. You just think everyone is going upwards and everything is going so well. And then, the season after, they changed manager, and then suddenly you drop to the second team. And that was like a big blow. Like without doing anything really, I get dropped. And that's those moments I think define you as well.
How has your Chelsea experience helped shape you become the man you are today? Were there any role models at the time, any players that sort of took you under their wing at Chelsea back then? Yeah,
a lot of players, to be fair. John Terry is obviously one of them. He was always very good to the younger players, taking them under their wings and helping them come up and settle in training and in games and stuff. He's always the one who was talking to me. Also Paulo Ferreira, back in the day when I started to make my debut and stuff, he was always the one talking to me as well. Make sure I stay with my feet on the ground, because you get a lot of more attention and stuff like that. Making sure you don't change and stay humble and make sure I stayed working hard, and they always talk to me, and that was always good. But lots of them. You also had David Luiz, people like this. Drogba, people always trying to help and make sure you're okay.
A special group of players that was then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very good group, and lots of young players of course were training then as well, and they always made sure like we were okay, but also making sure we stay on it 100% and not slack because we were training with the first team and stuff.
When you are so young, when everything is going so well for you, does it make it even harder when you hit your first bump in the road?
Yeah, I think so. That was actually then, because when Benitez came in the first season, in my first season he gave me my debut and I started to play. We won the Europa League in the end, playing semi-finals and stuff like that. You just think everyone is going upwards and everything is going so well. And then the season after, they changed manager, and then suddenly you drop to the second team, and that was like a big blow. Like without doing anything really, I get dropped. And that's those moments I think define you as well, because straight away the first week or so I found it very tough, but then something switched mentality wise, and I just said to my parents and stuff like, okay, I'm gonna change. I'm just gonna focus on 21s now and see what happens. And because of that, and 6 months after something, I got brought back to the first team again. So I think getting that reward for the hard work and stuff, that always stick by me. And in moments like like last season, where I wasn't playing maybe as much or things weren't going well, you always think about those moments. If you keep working hard and stuff, maybe you get the reward after. So that is a learning curve that will always stay with you.
So a few loan moves followed then. How did the stint at Bournemouth work out for you? What did it do for you as a player?
It was good because the manager was very good. Eddie Howe, he helped me also develop a new position really. I played as a centre back before, but never really in first team level, because I always played in midfield. And then he brought me back to centre back, and just allowing me to play, allowing me to develop, to make mistakes and to learn from that. And so that first Bournemouth move was massive, and to stay there after, I think it was a great decision.
Obviously so tough when they were relegated. Did you feel a degree of responsibility at all when they went down?
Yeah, of course, the whole team. I think everyone, especially for the staff, we worked so hard there. It's not a massive club, so people maybe lost jobs and stuff like that, so you feel responsible for that. And there were so many moments in the season where then you look back at and you think, how did we give away that goal or that game? How did we lose that game? Because it was only 1 point in the end. So that was difficult to take, but it's good to see them doing well now.
You can go over and over again in your head, I'm sure, all those moments. How personally do you take setbacks, defeats?
I used to be bad, to be fair, when I was a bit younger, or I always took everything very personal, or I always blamed myself really, or I wasn't really good with that. But nowadays I'm more calm under those things, on the situation where things are not going well. Try to keep a level-headed and just stay calm, to be fair.
Do you think it just comes with age, experience? I guess the more setbacks you have, you get better at dealing with them every time.
100%, yeah, I think so. As you said, the more you get, I think you learn from those, and it's not going to help if you dwell on it, or if you keep blaming yourself and stuff. It's not going to help anything.
What is it like being surrounded by winners here at Manchester City? Has that affected your mentality at all?
No, but in a sense, it's good to be around, because everyone's got the same mindset. Everyone wants to win. Even in training, you can see that. Like when we do small side of games, of tournaments, and stuff like that, everyone wants to win. It's good to have that mentality, and everyone has the same drive. And I think that builds the whole building towards winning prizes. Even like the physios and stuff behind it. Everyone's got that mentality of winning, and that's where you want to be, obviously.
A winning mentality, but you always seem so cool, calm and composed. Does your relaxed nature help you, would you say?
I think so, because I don't get really too high if we win or if we do something, but I also don't go too low if I do something wrong or if things are going wrong. So I was trying to stay calm and relaxed, but sometimes on the pitch you have to change and become that winner really.
You played under some incredible managers: Benitez, Mourinho, Conte, Eddie Howe, now Guardiola. Would you say you've taken something different from each manager, learned something different with each of them?
Yeah, I think so. Some managers I've worked longer under than other managers. People like Benitez and stuff, I'll always be grateful, because gave me my debut and helped me do well in the first team of Chelsea. But that was only 6 months, and I worked longer with a manager like Eddie Howe. We started to know really well, and the way we work together, go through stages together. But I think this manager stands out for me. Also the way he works tactically and how he sees football and stuff is different for me.
Do you remember the first conversation you had with Pep?
Yeah, I did. It was a good conversation, but more about family and how you are as a person and stuff. Not too much about football yet, to be fair.
Do you talk with him a lot on the training pitch? I know he's very vocal. We heard him this morning just describing it.
No, yeah, you do. But most of the time it's about football then, if it's on the pitch and tactically what you can do better. Yeah, so he's always trying to help you and to help to improve the team, to make sure we play in a good way and to win games.
Is there one interaction, one conversation with Pep that you've maybe had with him that sort of sums him up as a person and a coach, something that's stuck in your mind?
Maybe the start of this season when against Leicester, when I made the mistake and we lost the game. I was quite upset that day, and the next day he called me in. He said to me, to be fair, that I played really well and one mistake doesn't define me and stuff. So just keep going, and I was not allowed to be upset anymore. Otherwise he would come for me, he said. So no, things like that, I think as a player sometimes you might need that, to make sure you're energized again for the next one.
And off the pitch, are you able to separate football from your home life? Is it difficult?
No, it's not difficult. I think when you go home, you go home. To be fair, sometimes you still think about football. It's normal. It's your everyday job, really. So you're always gonna think about that. But you're trying to do a lot of things off the pitch to make sure, you can relax as well.
We have to talk to you about your piano, because you taught yourself how to play the piano during lockdown using an app. You never played the piano before, and apparently you're absolutely brilliant. How did you do that?
I'm not absolutely brilliant, but no, I enjoy it. No, in the first lockdown we had a lot of time, so I thought, might as well learn something. I always wanted to play it, but you never really have time, or you never think, okay, I'm gonna buy a piano now, I'm gonna play. And this time we had a lot of time, so I got a piano and started to learn it via an app. And every day it got better, at a point where I was a little bit addicted at one point, just waking up straight away on the piano, playing for hours, training myself because we were in lockdown. And then again, piano. So at one point I was a little bit addicted, but I think, because of that I learned quite quick. And now, I can play a few songs, but I just try to improve every time.
Rumour has it you played at Team Hotel in Dortmund recently in front of the teammates. What did they say? Were they impressed?
But it wasn't, when I play in front of people, I don't like it, my hands start to shake and stuff, and you can't play anymore. So I wasn't great, but now when everyone looks at you like that, no, I don't like it. I don't like it.
And then you have your first ever World Cup coming up this winter. What is it like playing in the national squad? And there's a lot of competition for you in your position, isn't there? There is.
No, it's good. It's always good to go there. I think the national team at the moment is very good, very strong, very competitive. So we're looking forward to the World Cup. But as you said, there's a lot of top defenders. Everyone has to fight for the spot, and we will see in the summer or in November.
Winter.
Yeah, the winter is different.
Good group as well for you.
Very good group. A lot of players know each other from so long. With a lot of players I've played in the youth as well. So we have a lot of young, hungry group players, and outside of the pitch, like in the hotel room, we do a lot of things together, and I think that helps us being a better team on the pitch for sure.
You are only 27 years old, but it does feel like you've been around for a lot longer than you have been. Do you feel older and wiser than your years?
Yeah, you feel older. It's going quick, to be fair. It's going quick, but along the way you learn so many things in life general, but also in football, and I'm still enjoying it. And hopefully there's many more years to come.
So much ahead, as you say. What excites you most about your future?
Yeah, there's so much more to play for. That's the thing. Even the next few weeks will be so exciting. But you also know it goes so quick. After that you have summer holidays, and after that you start again. That's why I think sometimes you have to realize what you're doing, and you have to enjoy the moments as well, instead of just fully focused, and sometimes you can forget the things. To enjoy what you're doing at the moment as well.
How does this Nathan Ake sat here today compare with the fresh face, not saying you're not fresh face anymore, the fresh face 16-year-old that arrived at Chelsea those years ago?
Much more relaxed, I think. I think my family can say as well, back in the days I was very, how do you say it, like, not competitive, because you're still competitive, but everything had to be, I don't know, I was so fully focused on everything, even outside of the pitch, so sometimes I couldn't relax. But now I think I'm more relaxed outside of the pitch, and will make sure that when you're at the football club or at the club, you can focus more. I don't know how to explain, it's difficult to explain, but I'm more mature, let's say it like that.
Just not relaxed when playing the piano. If there's one bit of advice you could give that 16-year-old, what would you say? Just chill, relax?
Yeah, maybe, I think so. Also, it brought me where I am today, because I worked so hard and I gave a lot of things up to be here. But on the other hand, I also thought maybe, more relaxed, enjoy life a little bit more.
And when you were at Youth Academy at ADO Den Haag, they used to give you tickets, right, to watch the first team play. Did you ever dream that one day you'd be professional playing the first team at all these huge clubs?
Yeah, you always, I think as a young kid, you always do that. You always dream to be there. But that's what I said before. Sometimes you also have to enjoy where you are. and what you're doing at the moment, because as a young kid you always wanted to do it, but because everything goes so fast and you focus game by game by game by game, even when you win stuff you just go for the next one, you go for the next one. Sometimes you don't stand still and enjoy the moment and what you're doing. So yeah, after the season for sure, hopefully when we win things we relax and you can enjoy it, and then yeah, we go again.
Do you have pinch yourself moments sometimes still?
No.
Those are long gone.
No, not like that. No, you just, as I said before, you just have to enjoy being here, but also have the mindset like you're here to win stuff. So if you can do both things together, then that will be good.
Nathan, thank you so much. Good luck with the rest
Cheers.
of your journey.
Thank you very much.
All the very best.
Cheers. Thank you.